Have you ever felt like your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be? Or maybe you've noticed your memory isn't as quick, and that little bit of forgetfulness has started to happen more often? You're not alone, and it's something many people experience as they age. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Aging doesn't mean that memory loss or dementia is inevitable. In fact, research shows that small changes in our daily habits can make a significant difference in our brain health. Some habits can even protect our minds from the damage that leads to dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Today, we're going to explore 7 powerful daily habits that can help seniors avoid dementia, all backed by science and real-life examples. But first, a quick disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and is based on publicly available research. Everyone's health is different, so always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your lifestyle, diet, or exercise routine. The science is always evolving, and what works for one person may not work for another. Now let's dive in. One of the most impactful habits you can start today is regular physical exercise. I know what you might be thinking. I'm too old to be working out. But that's actually one of the biggest misconceptions. Studies consistently show that physical activity isn't just for the young. It's never too late to start moving, and even light exercise can have incredible benefits for your brain. For example, research from the National Institute on Aging shows that regular physical activity can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 40%. A simple daily walk or some light strength training can improve blood flow to the brain, boost your memory, and increase the growth of new brain cells. I have a friend, Janet, who started walking every day after her 70th birthday. Within a few months, she said she felt more focused and less forgetful. It's incredible how something so simple can have such a profound effect. But here's the key. It doesn't have to be intense. You don't need to run marathons or hit the gym hard. Just walking, stretching, or doing basic exercises like chair squats can keep your brain and body in shape. It's all about consistency. Try to aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day, and over time, you'll likely notice a difference, not just in your body, but in your mind too. Now let's move to the next habit that's just as crucial, eating the right foods. We all know that what we eat affects our health, but did you know that certain foods can actually protect your brain? A Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil, and plenty of fish, has been shown to lower the risk of dementia by up to 30%. I once met a man named George, who was in his mid-70s and had been following a Mediterranean diet for years. He told me that his doctor was amazed at his brain health during his last checkup. He also noticed that his energy levels were higher and his mood was more stable. The key ingredients in this diet, healthy fats, antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acids, help reduce inflammation in the brain and support cognitive function. But the Mediterranean diet isn't the only way to go. Studies also show that a diet rich in colorful vegetables, berries, and nuts can support brain health. Try incorporating more leafy greens, such as spinach and kale, and add in foods like blueberries and walnuts. These are packed with nutrients that combat brain aging. You might be thinking, but I'm not a chef, I don't know how to make these meals. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be complicated. Even simple swaps can make a huge difference. Instead of snacking on chips, try a handful of almonds. Swap out processed foods for a fresh salad or a piece of salmon for dinner. Every small change you make can add up over time. Now that we've covered physical activity and nutrition, let's talk about sleep. We all know how important it is to get a good night's sleep, but many seniors struggle with it. However, getting quality sleep is a critical habit for protecting your brain. Studies show that poor sleep is linked to an increased risk of dementia, while good sleep helps clear out toxins that can build up in the brain. If you've been having trouble sleeping, try creating a calming bedtime routine. Avoiding screen time an hour before bed and practicing relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing or meditation, can help you unwind. And if you're finding that sleep problems persist, don't hesitate to speak with your doctor. Getting enough rest can make a huge difference in how you feel mentally and physically. Now that we've covered 3 foundational habits, exercise, diet, and sleep, let's move on to part 2, where we'll dive into additional daily habits that can boost brain health and prevent dementia. Welcome back. Now that we've covered exercise, diet, and sleep, let's move on to a few more daily habits that can play a crucial role in keeping your brain sharp as you age. The next one is all about mental stimulation. You've probably heard the saying, use it or lose it. And when it comes to your brain, that couldn't be truer. Engaging in activities that challenge your brain every day can help keep your cognitive function strong. It's like a workout for your mind. For example, puzzles, reading, learning a new language, or even taking up a new hobby can all provide the mental stimulation your brain needs to stay sharp. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that people who engage in mentally stimulating activities have a lower risk of developing dementia. I have a neighbor, Linda, who started doing crossword puzzles every morning. At first, she wasn't very good at them, but over time, she noticed her memory was improving. She said she felt more confident when she was out with friends, recalling details, and having conversations that were much more engaging. It's incredible how simple activities like these can have such a big impact. But it's not just about keeping your brain busy, it's also about social engagement. Research suggests that staying socially active can help reduce the risk of dementia. Whether it's chatting with friends, joining a club, or volunteering, staying connected with others can do wonders for your brain health. I remember meeting a gentleman named Jack, who moved to a new city after retirement. At first, he was hesitant to meet new people, but he joined a weekly book club. Not only did he enjoy the books, but the social aspect of the group helped him stay sharp. Jack told me that the conversations during their meetings kept his mind active, and he loved hearing different perspectives. Socializing in this way made him feel more vibrant, and studies back this up. Staying connected with others helps keep your mind engaged and less likely to slip into isolation, which can contribute to cognitive decline. Now, I know you might be thinking, but I don't have time to go out and meet new people. Well, don't worry. Social engagement doesn't have to be about huge commitments. It can be as simple as picking up the phone and calling a friend or joining an online group. The key is to stay involved, even in small ways. Another important habit to consider is stress management. Chronic stress is one of the most damaging things for your brain. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which can negatively impact brain function and memory over time. But here's the good news. There are plenty of effective ways to manage stress that don't require a lot of effort. Mindfulness, meditation, and breathing exercises can help reduce stress and boost brain health. Studies from the University of California suggest that mindfulness meditation can improve memory and cognitive function. And it's not just about the mental benefits. Taking time to relax also improves your overall well-being. A great way to start is by practicing deep breathing for just 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on taking slow, deep breaths. This simple practice can lower your stress levels and make you feel more at peace. Some people also find that yoga is an excellent way to combine physical movement and stress relief. I had a conversation with a woman named Margaret, who started doing yoga in her early 70s. She told me that it was one of the best decisions she made for both her body and her mind. The deep stretches and breathing exercises helped her feel more relaxed, and over time, she noticed a significant decrease in anxiety. Margaret's story is a perfect example of how managing stress can have long-term benefits for your brain. Finally, let's talk about another habit that's often overlooked but can be incredibly powerful: hydration. Staying hydrated is essential for brain health. Even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function and memory. You might not realize it, but the brain is made up of about 75% water, and dehydration can lead to confusion, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. The good news is that staying hydrated is simple. Make it a habit to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Aim for about 8 8-ounce glasses of water daily, but if you're active or live in a hot climate, you may need more. Herbal teas and water-rich fruits, like watermelon and cucumbers, can also help keep you hydrated. I had a friend named Henry who realized he was drinking too much coffee and not enough water. After he started increasing his water intake, he noticed his focus and memory improved. He said it felt like a fog had lifted. It's such a small change, but it can have a big impact on your overall brain health. So to recap, here are a few more daily habits you can start incorporating into your routine: mental stimulation, social engagement, stress management, and hydration. These habits are simple, but they can make a huge difference in how your brain ages. They also complement the other habits we've discussed, like exercise, diet, and sleep. Now, we've covered quite a bit, but there's still one more important habit that could be a game changer for your brain. Let's dive into that in part 3, and I promise you won't want to miss it. Welcome back. By now, we've covered a lot of ground: exercise, diet, sleep, mental stimulation, social engagement, stress management, and hydration. But there's still one more daily habit I want to talk about, and trust me, it's one that could truly change everything when it comes to protecting your brain from dementia. Consistency. You see, it's not just about doing the right things, it's about doing them regularly. All these habits we've discussed, whether it's exercising, eating healthy, or engaging in stimulating activities, need to become a part of your daily routine. It's easy to start something, but staying consistent can be the real challenge. But don't worry, there are ways to make it stick. The first step is to set realistic goals. You don't have to make massive changes overnight. In fact, small, manageable steps are often the most effective. If you're starting with physical activity, aim for 10 minutes of walking each day, and then gradually increase it. If you're trying to eat healthier, start by adding one more vegetable to your meals each day. The key is to make those changes manageable, so they don't feel overwhelming. Consistency is also about creating a routine. Our brains love routines. They provide structure and make healthy habits easier to maintain. If you make time for exercise at the same time every day or prep your meals ahead of time, it becomes second nature. And once you start seeing the benefits, like feeling more energized, focused, and mentally sharp, it gets easier to stay consistent. I met a woman named Helen who was struggling to find the energy for daily exercise. She was in her 60s and felt like her body was slowing down. But Helen decided to try something small. She committed to a 15-minute walk every morning after breakfast. It wasn't much, but it was a start. Over time, she began to notice improvements, not only in her physical health, but also in her memory and mood. That small change grew into a consistent habit, and today, Helen walks for 30 minutes every morning and says she feels better than she has in years. Her consistency paid off. Now, I know that it's not always easy. There are days when you might not feel motivated, or when life gets in the way. It's normal to face challenges along the way. The important thing is not to get discouraged if you miss a day or two. Everyone has setbacks. What matters is getting back on track as soon as possible. One challenge that many people face, especially as they get older, is dealing with physical pain or discomfort. Joint pain, arthritis, or general stiffness can make it hard to stay active, and that's a real barrier to maintaining a consistent routine. But even in these situations, there are options. For example, low-impact exercises like swimming, cycling, or chair exercises can still provide the benefits of movement without putting extra strain on your body. Studies show that even people with chronic pain can improve their mobility and quality of life with gentle, consistent exercise. I have a friend, Bob, who has arthritis in his knees. At first, he thought that exercise would make the pain worse, but after speaking with his doctor, he started doing water aerobics. Bob was amazed by how much better he felt after just a few weeks. He was able to move more freely, and his pain level decreased significantly. The key was finding an activity that worked for him, and that's what consistency is all about. You don't have to push yourself to do something that causes discomfort. Instead, find what works for your body and make it part of your routine. Another common challenge is motivation. As we get older, it can sometimes feel like the days of feeling on fire and eager to tackle new goals are behind us. But research from the University of California shows that staying motivated as we age is linked to increased cognitive health and a reduced risk of dementia. So how can you stay motivated? A good starting point is to find a why. Why do you want to stay mentally sharp? Maybe you want to spend more quality time with your family, or you want to stay active so you can enjoy your hobbies. Whatever it is, having a clear purpose can keep you going, even on those tough days. I've spoken to so many seniors who said that the motivation to stay active and healthy was deeply tied to their desire to live a fulfilling life and maintain their independence. One woman I know, Sarah, said that the idea of being able to play with her grandkids kept her going. She's in her late 70s now, and still regularly walks to the park with her grandchildren. Sarah's why is simple but powerful, and it helps her stay motivated every single day. But staying motivated doesn't have to be all on your shoulders. Sometimes it helps to have an accountability buddy. This could be a friend, a family member, or even an online group. Having someone to check in with or share your progress can make all the difference when it comes to consistency. So far, we've talked about habits, challenges, and how consistency plays a key role in protecting your brain health. But one more important factor can make all of this even more effective: mindset. Our mindset has a huge impact on how we age, both mentally and physically. Studies show that people with a positive mindset tend to experience slower cognitive decline, better physical health, and an overall higher quality of life. It's not just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about believing in your ability to take control of your health and aging process. A positive mindset might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's about focusing on what you can do, rather than what you can't. Every small step you take toward better health is a victory. It might be something as simple as drinking an extra glass of water or getting up to stretch for a few minutes. Every effort counts. I had a conversation with Thomas, a man in his 80s, who said, "I may be getting older, but I'm still in charge of my health." That mindset is key. When you believe you can improve your brain health, you're more likely to stick with your habits and see results. With all these habits in place, exercise, healthy eating, social engagement, stress management, hydration, mental stimulation, and consistency, you're setting yourself up for success in maintaining your brain health and avoiding dementia. Let's now look at how you can implement these habits in your own life and get ready to take action in the next part, where we'll wrap up with final takeaways and a simple challenge you can start today. We've come a long way on this journey together, haven't we? We've explored 7 daily habits that can help protect your brain and lower your risk of dementia. From regular exercise and eating a brain-boosting diet to staying mentally engaged and managing stress, you now have a toolkit of habits to start incorporating into your daily life. But before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to emphasize a few key takeaways and leave you with an empowering challenge that you can start today. The first thing I want you to remember is this: aging doesn't mean losing your health. It means taking charge of it in a smarter way. As we've seen throughout this video, simple daily habits can have a profound impact on how we age, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You don't have to resign yourself to the idea that memory loss and dementia are inevitable. Instead, by making small, consistent changes to your daily routine, you can maintain your cognitive health and even reverse some of the effects of aging. Your health is in your hands. You have the power to shape your aging process by taking proactive steps toward better brain health. Whether it's adding more movement to your day, eating more nutrient-rich foods, getting quality sleep, or simply engaging in activities that challenge your mind, every small decision you make can contribute to a healthier future. The science behind it is undeniable. Studies have shown that habits like physical activity, proper nutrition, social engagement, stress management, and mental stimulation all play a crucial role in protecting your brain. For example, research from the University of Edinburgh found that people who stayed mentally and physically active into their 60s and 70s had a significantly lower risk of developing dementia later in life. In other words, the choices you make today will pay off tomorrow. I want to leave you with a powerful reminder: it's never too late to start. You don't have to wait for some perfect moment or for everything to align just right. Just like we saw with Helen, Bob, and Sarah, it's never too late to begin implementing these habits into your life. In fact, even small changes, like a 10-minute walk or adding more vegetables to your meals, can have a huge impact on your health. Remember, it's the consistency and the small steps that add up over time. But here's the thing: it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Some days might be harder than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep going, even if you miss a day or struggle to stay consistent. It's normal, and it's part of the process. The key is to get back on track and continue moving forward. Now, I want to challenge you. Take action today. Choose one habit from today's video that you feel inspired to start right now. Whether it's going for a walk, making a healthier meal, or setting aside time to read a book. And then commit to making that habit a part of your daily routine. The most important part is getting started and staying consistent. You can start small. Maybe you set a goal to walk for 10 minutes today, or add one healthy ingredient to your meal. Even the smallest change is a step in the right direction. And as you start to see the benefits, whether it's more energy, a clearer mind, or improved mood, you'll be encouraged to keep going. Remember, your brain health is worth the effort. By taking care of your mind and body today, you're investing in a brighter, sharper future. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make now. And before I wrap up, I want to thank you for being part of this journey with me. I truly hope you found this video helpful and motivating. If you enjoyed this content and want to stay on top of more practical tips for healthy aging, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We share new videos like this every week, and we'd love to have you as part of our community. Lastly, I'd really love to hear from you. If you have any questions, suggestions for future topics, or stories of your own to share, please leave them in the comments below. Your input could inspire our next video, and we're here to help each other on this journey of aging well. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from these tips. And remember, no matter your age, you have the power to live your best life at any age. Here's to a healthy, vibrant future